Hi everyone, Canoopsy here, and the OnePlus 7T is kind of the phone we all forgot about. It was announced, reviews came out, it faded away, and the launch of the controversial Pixel 4 got all of the headlines. But this phone low-key is one of the most underrated devices of the year. It offers an amazing experience at an amazing price considering the competition. And the 7T also kills OnePlus's own flagship device. Today's video is sponsored by Blinkist, a service that condenses key information from thousands of non-fiction books down to 15 minutes each, so you can easily read or listen to them during your everyday busy life. Hit the link in the description to learn more. So earlier this year, OnePlus launched the OnePlus 7 Pro, basically pushing the OnePlus experience to the limits with design, display, performance, and cameras. They also just launched the 7T Pro, a very minor upgrade to the 7 Pro. But this here OnePlus 7T is basically the 7T Pro but for less cash. It has all the major features except that pop-up camera, which is cool, but you probably don't really need it or want it, and the teardrop notch isn't bad at all. The Pro has a better quality 2K resolution display, but the 7T's 1080p display is still amazing, and now it's 90Hz. So you get buttery smooth animations and performance. There's also still an in-display fingerprint scanner and face unlock, which are both equally fast, keeping your phone fairly secure and giving you a quick login. Fair warning though, face unlock is really not that secure. Both phones pretty much have the exact same set of specifications, which is a Snapdragon 855 Plus, 8GB of RAM, and 128GB of storage. No water resistance, no SD card slot, and no Qi wireless charging, as this is a OnePlus phone. And daily performance with these specifications, as you'd expect, is pretty amazing. If I'm playing games, they run flawlessly. If I'm multitasking and switching between applications, it's instant. Just regular day-to-day usage here is crazy good. And because of OnePlus's amazing Oxygen OS alongside this hardware inside and the 90Hz display, doing things on this phone feels faster than any other phone, even those with the same specifications. It's absolutely wild how fast this phone feels. And a quick note on Oxygen OS, it's one of my favorite versions of Android, as I've said many times before. It's hella clean, has great useful features, and frequent fast updates. It's awesome. And since this phone is running the new Android 10 update, it has all those new features here as well. It also uses the new Google gesture system, which at first I kinda hated, but now I love it. The back gesture is basically swiping over from the side of the screen, which is the same way you access many menus on devices, so it's kind of a bit of a conflict, but I've learned to just tap the top hamburger menu at the top of the screen. The other difference between the 7T and 7T Pro is a slightly larger battery in the Pro, which in the end gives kind of the same amount of usage time between these two devices, because the 7T Pro has a larger high-resolution display that's also 90Hz, so in the end, despite the larger battery, very similar usage time. And battery life on the 7T is solid. It lasts me a full day from the morning around 8 o'clock AM to around 11 o'clock at night when I hit around 15 to 20% battery. A combination of 90Hz and the new 855 Plus is likely to blame for just decent enough battery life. I would have preferred a bit more time the next day, but a solid day of usage is guaranteed. But unlike most other phones that I just tend to charge overnight, this phone's new 30T warp charging feature has changed the way that I charge my phone. It basically gives you 0 to 100% battery in about an hour, or 70% in about 30 minutes, which is insane. Basically, I charge this phone first thing in the morning instead of at night, so while I'm getting ready, I just charge it up and I'm good for a whole day of usage. It really changes the way that I use and charge my phone. While the phone doesn't have Qi wireless charging and the battery life isn't like a crazy 2-day phone, this fast charging feature feels like a superpower. Just make sure you use OnePlus's own power cable and adapter. The cameras are also the same between the 7T and 7T Pro as well. You're getting a 48 megapixel main camera, 16 megapixel wide camera, and a 2x telephoto camera, all housed in this little Oreo looking bump. And the selfie camera is 16 megapixels, taking some pretty decent selfies. And OnePlus is never known for having the best camera experience ever, but here it is pretty decent. And having a wide angle camera is useful. Yes, Google, it's useful. Shots during the day turn out amazing with beautiful colors, solid dynamic range, and excellent sharpness. Photos at night with the new night mode are also great here too. What's actually brand new here though is the macro mode. That's pretty decent for getting close-up super macro shots with the wide angle camera. 4K video, now available with the wide angle camera, is solid and stabilization is excellent here too. So that's the camera experience, and we'll have all my final thoughts on this phone after this. This video was sponsored by Blinkist. In a world where we all want to learn more but lack the time, Blinkist is the only app that takes the most important information from thousands of non-fiction books and summarizes it down to just 15 minutes of readable or listenable content each. I like Blinkist because it's a great way to actually learn about things I care about in just a few minutes when I'm on my way to class. Some of my favorites include the 5 AM Club, talking about how waking up early can actually really boost your productivity in more ways than you can imagine, as well as The Way We Eat Now, that talks about new innovations, trends, and movements in the world of food. If you're interested in trying out Blinkist for yourself, the first 100 people who go to Blinkist.com/Canoopsy will get unlimited access for a free 1-week trial. And after the trial, you'll also get 25% off a full membership. So in the end, the OnePlus 7T is an amazing underrated phone for 2019. It offers an amazing phone experience, great features at a great price. And in terms of OnePlus's own phones, the 7T is cheaper than the 7 Pro, which is still for sale, as well as the 7T Pro depending on your region, and does more or the same than these more expensive devices. If you're looking to buy a new phone, you want a great deal, speed is a top priority, and you're open to buying a OnePlus device, the 7T is an amazing phone that I can recommend for basically everyone. And this phone is not to be forgotten about. It is a killer device. And I want to hear your thoughts about the 7T in the comments down below. Let me know, and thank you for watching.